Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Savannah. What's your name?
I'm Rachel.
Nice to meet you. What's bringing you in today?
Well, recently I've just been getting really mad over super small things. And my mom thinks that I have some problems. I don't know. I think everything's just ticking me off.
Yeah. So would you say that your mom is the main reason you came in today, or do you feel like it's getting a problem to where it's interfering with your daily life or how you interact with others?
I definitely noticed, like, with my friendships, people are, like, kind of walking on eggshells around me.
Okay.
So I think it's been affecting them, and then my mom was kind of the final push.
Okay. Do you see this anger with your mom or with your family, or mainly with friendships?
I get really mad with my family. My friendships, not too much, no.
Okay. Could you describe your family to me?
Yeah, so I have one sister, and she's married. I have a pretty good relationship with my sister. She's 6 years older than me, so I don't get to see her very often, but we talk on the phone every once in a while. Me and my mom aren't super close. I mean, I love her. She's my mom, but she also gets on my nerves all the time.
Yeah.
And then my dad, I'm daddy's little girl. He's like my best friend. So
would you say you get along with your dad more than your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a close relationship with him. Does your family get along pretty well? Like your mom and your dad, everyone in your family communicates?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you work anywhere?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. What about school?
I'm a junior in college.
Okay. Do you know what you're planning on majoring in?
I'm in social work.
Social work? Okay. What about your religious background?
I'm a Christian. I go to church.
Okay. Do you go with your family, with friends?
I go with my friends.
Okay. So would you say your friends are really supportive of you? You have a really good friend group? Okay. Have you ever gone with any of your family? Does any of your family attend church or support you religiously?
Yeah, when I'm at home, so I don't go to school. Like, my parents live in Cincinnati and I go to school in Lexington. Okay. So when I'm at home, we go to church on Sundays. So they're very supportive.
Okay. I'm just going to go. I know we've talked some about your family, just more in-depth questions, try to get a further background knowledge. So you said you were from Cincinnati?
Yeah.
But you currently live in Lexington?
Yep.
Okay. So you say you go to school in Lexington. Do you go home for summers or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So do you think your anger is more in-depth during summer or like when you're away at school? Because you said a lot of it goes back to you don't get along with your mom well. So do you think it improves when you're at school and away from her?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely less angry at school.
Okay. Would you say that's because of your supportive friend group here, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How's your friend group at home? Do you have a lot of supportive or close friends at home?
Not as much anymore. We've all kind of separated since college.
Okay. And you said you had a sister?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any brothers? No. Okay, so you're a junior in college. Have you had any issues with school, like truancy problems, or has your anger affected you in the classroom setting at all?
No.
No. Okay. Are you currently in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in this relationship?
5 months.
Okay. So would you say that's a good relationship, positive, encouraging for you?
Yeah.
You don't have any of your anger problems really in that relationship?
Mm-mm. He's super supportive of everything.
Okay. So no children, or do you have any? Okay. So do you live on campus?
Yeah.
And you said you weren't working during this time. Do you work in the summers at all?
Yeah, I had an internship at a recovery unit actually during the summer.
So that was in Cincinnati
Mm-hmm.
at home? Okay. Financially, do you feel like your family supports you? Or like, where does your main income come for that?
Yeah, my family is fully funding me right now in school.
Okay. So that doesn't cause you any anxiety? You don't feel like that's a situation that we need to focus on?
Not really, no.
Okay. Your support network, you talked about your close friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like there's anyone in particular in your family that is your main supporter?
I would say my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Have you talked with your sister about your anger issues at all?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot because she struggles with it sometimes too.
Along with your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about your friend group? Have you mentioned that to them at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't go into too much detail because I don't want to bore them.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I do talk to them a little bit.
Okay. Is there anything that you feel like is a main trigger for you that you notice like causes you to get super angry with your mom or with others?
I think with my mom, the biggest reason is, or like trigger, I guess, is when she starts like criticizing me and like the things I'm
Okay.
doing. I feel like she doesn't see like the things I'm doing well.
Okay, so mainly focuses on the negative rather than positives, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. What about in any other aspects? Is there any other triggers or in a different situation, maybe away from your mom, that...
Not really. When I get really stressed with like school or soccer, like I'll start to get like my fuse is shorter, so like this
Okay.
smaller things will start to set me off.
Okay.
But
So-
nothing that's like that big, I guess.
Maybe just getting super stressed will cause you. Okay. So this next section I'm going to go through is just medical history, some background information to help us move forward. Do you have any current health concerns or like changes in your health?
Mm.
Okay. Do you have any allergies? No. Are you on any current psychiatric medications or have you been before?
No.
No, okay. Is this your first time coming to somebody, like counseling with an issue, or have you been there previously?
I went to counseling when I was a kid
Okay.
for a little bit.
About how old were you when you attended that?
I was about 10.
Okay. Was that also like by recommendation of your mother or?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you coming then with the same issues? Like, is that when you all started having problems, or was it before that, or?
Yeah, I was it was more like with problems with my friends at school because I was
Okay.
going through a lot of like transitions with friendships and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was just getting really down. And so my mom said I should probably see someone. So.
Okay. So do you see any relation now with the problems you're having with your mom that you did when you had those problems with your friends before? Or is there anything that you focused on then that you feel like moving forward helps you now? Like helped you deal with that situation?
Not too much. That was more of like friendship issues, and like I learned how to like deal with like some friends like leaving and like being able to keep those relationships intact.
Okay. Do you have any family history of physical health problems?
Mm-mm.
No. What about mental health? Do you have any history of that in your family?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Is there any family history of substance abuse that you're aware of?
Mm-mm.
Is that something you struggle with? Have you ever thought about going that way, or?
Not really.
Okay. What about your friend group? Are they all pretty positive? None of them struggle with substance abuse?
Not really. Yeah, they're
Okay.
all doing good.
So we talked about your financial resources. You feel pretty confident with that. That's not really an issue for you. Just touching back on the substance abuse, I know we just worked on that, but just going further in depth, alcohol has never been an issue. What about illegal drugs or prescription drugs? Never been an issue. Okay. This next section is more just focused on you and how your like outlook on yourself. Have you ever had any homicidal thoughts? No. What about suicidal? Is that ever? Okay. Self-interest behavior. How would you say you cope with your anger when it becomes a major problem?
Not well. I usually just start, like, I just get really quiet and just, like, let my mom go through her spiel. And then, like, I'll probably just cry at the end of the phone call.
Okay.
I might call my boyfriend afterwards and get some comfort from him, but then I go to bed because
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
So do you think a lot of this is in person, or you mentioned talking to your mom over the phone also triggers it?
It's a lot
both?
of on the phone just because she's
Okay.
not here.
Okay. So do you think it improves at all when you're together, or?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So, what are some things that help you when you identify that you're about to get really angry? Have you found that there's anything that you can go to sort of calm yourself moving forward?
Not really. Mostly because it's like in the moment, like when I'm talking. So like I can't just like leave or like be silent or anything because I need to like respond. But afterwards, I find it helpful to just like talk to someone about it and just like try to see if they can help me get my mom's point of view. Like I know I talked to my dad after some conversations,
Okay.
and he'll help me with that. But
Okay. So maybe a goal moving forward, you said a lot of it is on the phone, over the phone with your mom, but you get more better when you're with her.
mm-hmm.
Maybe have you ever tried having like FaceTime conversations instead of just talking over the phone?
Yeah.
Have you tried that, or would you be willing to try that?
Yeah.
That way you can sort of have the somewhat face-to-face conversation, and maybe that'll help just with your anger, maybe just seeing each other help you relate better.
Okay.
So maybe try to how often do you say you call your mom? Every week?
Like once a week, once every couple of weeks.
Okay.
Not a ton.
So maybe if you call her once a week, maybe FaceTime her once a week as well,
Okay.
just to try to improve that relationship. So we'll set that as a goal moving forward, and we'll touch back on that in our later situation.
Okay.
You said your dad was really supportive too.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to him in depth about these issues, or is he just kind of aware?
I talked to him a little bit, but I don't want to like offend him because that is his wife.
And you said they have a really good relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like even talking with him more in depth might benefit the relationship, because maybe he can see things that he's also seen as well, but he's just not expressing.
Maybe.
So maybe next time you get super angry or frustrated, just try to mention that to your dad. Maybe he can even talk through your mom through that and have her see your side of the situation.
Okay.
Okay, so our 2 goals we'll set for our next session is FaceTiming your mom once a week, just to try to improve the face-on-face communication and relationship with that, especially with you being just so far away, just to improve that relationship. And then next time you get really angry, try to talk to your dad and see if he offers any insight, or can talk to your mom and see if that improves your relationship.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to touch on in this session?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we'll evaluate these 2 goals moving forward.
Perfect.
It's nice to see you.